As we've just seen, front-wheel drive cars are highly manoeuvrable, but they're not ideal for burning rubber in. What you really want is loads of horsepower, a limited slip differential and rear-wheel drive. Cue the best handling car in the business, the BMW M Roadster. We'll begin with the basics. The donut, everyone's favourite, a tyre-smoking delight. Now, there are two ways of getting this started. First of all, from a static position. First gear, loads of lock-on, loads of revs, and dump the clutch. And round it goes. Instant donuts, instant joy. And if you're wondering why it's called a donut, just look at those black marks it leaves on the tarmac. So the ingredients for the perfect donuts every time are a standing start, full lock, loads of revs, dump the clutch, and voila, an instant donut. Now that all looked a bit too easy. Well, we've got the rolling into it donut, which needs a little tweak of the handbrake to get rid of any understeer. So now we'll come up, tweak the handbrake, and then we're into the donut. Now, donutting just a one little spot like this, well, it's a bit too easy, isn't it, really? So to progress that, we need the power slide. Now we're into a wider radius, and we've got to try and balance that throttle, balance the car with power and throttle. If you give it too much power, you spin out. Too little power, and all of a sudden the tail will come straight again and you won't be able to hold the slide. I'll just show how that happens now. We're happily power sliding, but too little power, and it straightens up and goes the other way. So it's that beautiful balance between throttle, power and steering, and it is just one of my favourite things to do. Manoeuvre gets harder and harder the bigger the radius, so you want to get more speed up, go for the very wide radius. It then becomes more of a fine balancing act. We're doing about 50 miles an hour now, and I'm getting right near the very edge of this large square. And I'm enjoying it. Power slides are a bit trickier than donuts, but then they are more fun too. With the car rolling and in second gear, hammer the throttle down for extra power, and now you have to catch the slide with the steering, then balance the throttle in order to keep the slide going. Too much power and you'll spin. Too little and the rear will grip and the car will straighten up. But get it just right, and you too can have fun like this. Once you've perfected the power sliding technique in a long, big, wide circle, the next thing is to adapt that to a corner. Of course, you've got to make sure you don't go go too over the top too soon. And the skill here is to try and finish with the car coming neatly straight, especially if you haven't got much road left on the outside. So again, we turn in hard, plant the throttle, get the back out, and then try and just sit there feeding it out to the edge of the road without any tank slap at the end. It's a question of just trying to feel when it's the right moment to lift off that throttle, ease the power, give the grip back to the rear wheels, which will of course straighten you up. Just at the moment you want to straighten the car. Otherwise it's very embarrassing if you suddenly spear left. Once again then, turn hard, get the back out, pick up the throttle. Now power slide, but straighten up before you end up doing one of those. A good old-fashioned tank slapper. Very embarrassing. Again, this requires practice. Turn hard into a bend to get the back out, then catch the slide. Now apply full throttle. Balance the car with the steering. And as the corner ends, feel the right moment to ease off the power to regain traction. And when you've mastered all that, it's time to take on the 360 spin challenge. Miles an hour for this. Throw it left, right, then swing the wheel. Handbrake, hit the foot brake, round lower gear. And you've done it. All happened a bit fast for you? Okay, let's do it one more time. Third gear, up to about 70 miles an hour. There's that need to flick it the wrong way first, like a rally driver. Wrong way, right way, swing, and hit the wheel, foot brake, get a lower gear, and accelerate out. The most important thing you need to do this manoeuvre is a nice wide area to practice in, like an airfield runway. Third gear at 70 miles an hour. Use the Scandinavian flick to upset the car. Grab the handbrake. Swing the lock the other way to bring the front round. Hit the foot brake to lock the fronts and bring that nose round even quicker. Grab a lower gear just before you straighten up and then accelerate out. It's a hectic few seconds, but the result is worth it. It's easy when you know how. Let's recap. The donut. The power slide. The power slide through a bend. And the spectacular 360-degree spin. But of course you don't have to have a BMW to have some fun. You can even burn rubber in a transit van.